If your body is reacting to more and more foods, allergens, or stressors, you're not broken. Your body is stuck in survival mode. And calming your body is not about controlling it, it is about rebuilding the trust. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about the six systems of immune tolerance and how you can. How you can make sure that your body is able to restore the discernment of immune system to distinguish between what is a danger and what is not. And this is where your healing shifts from just effort to clarity. That's what we're covering in today's episode. So, what if your chronic symptoms are not a result of an immune system that's too strong or confused, but ones that simply lost its way? And in this episode, I'm talking about something that most wellness plans do not even cover. And they miss this. It's about immune tolerance, right? It's about your immune system being able to figure out what is a friend and what is foe. And which means your body's ability to discern between what is a threat and what is not a threat. But when this system breaks down, that's when your body or immune system gets into hypervigilance. So there's food reactions, there's fatigue, there's stress, right? All kinds of things, flare ups. Like everyday stress can lead to flare ups, not because your body is attacking you, but it no longer knows what to protect you from. So we will get into why the real reason why this happens. We'll talk about the six systems that preserve immune calm, and I'll show you how to rebuild this trust. So recently, actually, I was catching up with a friend and for dinner, and she has been facing health issues for a while, including severe migraines, and a lot of it is under control as she has figured out what are some of the triggers. But when I met her and when we were ordering the food, we I realized that she had developed even more food sensitivities. So her body sort of is triggered by many more foods now, and this is after she's taken so many steps, right? So she's now allergic to, for example, her body reacts to peanuts, her body reacts to lemon, and a few other foods which were not there before. So she has to be even more careful, and this is after removing so many foods and so many triggers like coffee, etc., right? So this being out in the sun, that used to trigger her migraine. So this is something, unfortunately, that is really common in many, especially in many women. And this is number of triggers seem to have increased, and this is a typical case of immune system that is no longer tolerant and it's become hyper vigilant. But it's not and then what happens is that they like she continues to suffer, right, even though she's taken so many steps. So it was as if her system had become more vigilant over the years, and which is clearly what's happened. So in fact, Dr. Aviva Rom, she has this brilliant book called The Adrenal Thyroid Revolution, and she talks about this because this is so common, especially in women. She says, almost all my patients were perpetually overwhelmed with a relentless sense of stress and dread over their never ending to do list of personal, professional, and family responsibilities, unable to carve out time for self care or even to prepare and eat regular meals. My patients were seeking my care, what is now increasingly called the Western cluster, a 21st century set of chronic symptoms and frighteningly common medical conditions that in the past decade has become the new normal. Overall, my patients felt sick, tired, frazzled, and froggy, and they didn't know why. Over and over, I heard patients say, Dr. Ram, I just want to feel myself again. It's just like my friend and many other clients that I've worked with, whom I worked with, who have no diagnosis, who have this random set of symptoms which keep coming and going, and their labs are completely normal. And Dr. Viva Ram actually talks about evidence based on the field of psychoneuroimmunology and the another amazing book called Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. If you haven't read that book, I'll share both the links for both these books below. I highly recommend that you read that. And this is by the neuroendocrinology professor Robert Sapolsky. He wrote this book way back in 1998, but it's been edited and updated, and it's a brilliant book. And Dr. Viva Rom says Sapolsky draws vastly on science, demonstrating not only the physiologic interconnectedness of what appears to be separate body systems and symptoms, but also the impact of a variety of forms of stress on the human body as a result of their triggering a primitive survival system called the HPA axis, which controls the stress response. This axis begins in your brain and extends throughout the body, connecting your nervous system, immune system, and digestive and circulatory systems via cascades of chemical and hormonal messengers. Disruption in any area can and does lead to any and all of these symptoms and conditions my patients were struggling with. This actually explains why my friend and so many others like her and Dr. Aviva Rom's patients, men and women both, of course, are dealing with an increasing set of symptoms, chronic symptoms, symptoms which are unpredictable, which come and go, which are related to the hypervigilant immune system, like the immune system that is in constant hypervigilance mode, so the body no longer feels safe. And that's exactly what I am talking about today, because this leads to more triggers and more symptoms, right? And you can do pretty much everything right, and you can still see this happening. So maybe you have started noticing foods that you used to tolerate, and now they leave you feeling bloated, itchy, or foggy. And maybe it's not just the usual culprits anymore. Maybe it's now lemon, or maybe it's cumin, and maybe it's even a herbal tea that you had the other day. Or maybe if you sit through one stressful Zoom meeting and then you're exhausted the next day, and and when you get your labs done, they say that there's nothing wrong. So you actually have no idea what's really going on, and you've probably had moments when you thought, is it just in my head? I mean, is am I imagining these symptoms? So because how can my body be this reactive to everyday stress, everyday food items? It's just not possible. But this is what I want you to know: you're not being dramatic, you're not imagining your symptoms. It's just that your body is actually responding to something which is real. Like, this is what it looks like when your immune system slips out of regulation and into hypervigilance. Your body is, just too, it's not that your body is too sensitive, it's that your body feels no longer safe. And that's what we are talking about today. That's what is at the root of immune intolerance, and how, yeah, and we're going to talk about in a while what how you can preserve this immune tolerance. And it shows up in a different way for each of us, and everything starts to feel like a trigger. So you can have food flares that you can't predict or can't track anymore, because there's too many to actually now deal with. You can have migraines that are triggered by strong smells, or even minor noise, or even sunlight, or other things that used to be able to cope with. You can be dealing with breakouts or hives even after new supplements that are good quality, or maybe skincare products or hair care products. Sleep disturbances, maybe cropping up between 2 and 4 a.m., and hormonal swings that can make the cycles more painful, unpredictable, irregular, or intense, right? There can be any kind of any of these symptoms that are showing up now. But what ties all of this together is not the symptom, is the inconsistency, is the unpredictability. It's the sense that no matter how careful you are, you still don't know when these symptoms are suddenly going to show up, right? And that's the problem. It's a loss of trust, right? And I find is the biggest threat, actually a bigger threat than the actual health condition, because this have, in the sense that this actually affects the quality of your life directly, right? It's not that your body is turning against you, it's that your body is trying to protect you, but with outdated instructions. It doesn't really know what is, which of the things that you're facing on a day-to-day basis is actually a threat and what is not. And that's what is a problem, and that's what you need to actually be able to address. And it's about, and that's what I'm talking about today, it's about preserving immune tolerance. So, and I know that if you're like most women that I work with, that you've not been waiting around for something to happen. You have been actually doing things. You have been maybe following gut protocols, you have tried gut protocols, you've cut out gluten, dairy, and soy, and probably 15 other foods that you actually used to love at one point. Maybe you've you've tried different supplements, you have tried to address root causes, and you've trying basically to find that one thing that's going to make all this go away, or that one thing that's going to finally make all of this fall into place. But till now you're struggling to figure that out. And you've of course done all the allergy tests, the stool test, the hormone test, the food sensitivity test, all that you've already done, but you still are not any closer to finding the answer than you were before. And the symptoms persist, the flares come, and the triggers keep multiplying, right? There's so many people I know, I mean, I know personally, and I read about in various forums. And like Dr. Aviva Rom said in her book, she comes across, right? It's they continue to face these issues, because here's what no one has told you before: it's not about what you remove, it's about what your body no longer recognizes as safe. And it needs to be able to reach a point where it's able to figure out what is safe, what is not. An immune system is able to distinguish between the two, right? And it so once it is able to distinguish between the two, then it's going to stop flagging every bite, every trigger as a danger and as a threat. And that's what immune tolerance actually is. So I'm going to show you exactly how your body maintains trust in the next part of this episode, because healing is not about only doing everything right, it's about helping your body feel that everything is safe. And that's what's going to make your immune system actually calm down, right? I use this word a lot: helping your immune system calm down. And it's not going to happen by force, right? It's going to happen by making sure that your environment is such that your immune system comes out from, or comes away from, that hypervigilant mode, which is typically the sympathetic mode or the fight or flight mode, and into the parasympathetic nervous system mode, which is a rest and digest mode, where the healing happens. So because what's not going to help is to shut your body down or suppress your immune system. Your body needs to feel safe again, and that's not going to happen by chasing symptoms. So let me just share a quick tip or a quick win with you right now, which this you can start doing today itself before every meal, to reduce or to start calming down immune system, especially before meal times. I think we underestimate the importance of how you eat, and the kind of the nervous system mode that your body is in while you're eating, because that will determine how much of the nutrients that you're going to actually absorb from your food, right? We focus so much on calories, so much on what we are eating, the proteins, the carbohydrate, etc., but we don't focus nearly enough on how we are eating. So this actually forms a part of my eating hygiene protocol that I share with my clients in the very first or second session itself. It's that important. So before this is, I'm going to call it the first bite check-in ritual. So before your next meal, I want you to try this. I want you to put your hand on your belly. I want you to take a deep breath, and just maybe close or half close your eyes and just breathe. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just breathe for several breaths, or maybe up to 60 seconds, and you can say this out aloud or even silently in your mind: this food is safe, this food is nourishing, my body is safe, and I'm allowed to receive this. I'm allowed to receive this food so that it can nourish me. So that's it, that's all. So you can just repeat an affirmation or a mantra like this: this food is safe, this food is nourishing, my body is safe, I'm allowed to receive it. Sounds simple, but what happens is that when you are doing this, when you are actually taking these deep breaths, you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system mode, which is the rest and digest mode, which is going to take you away. So you can't be in both these nervous system modes at the same time. So you will move away from the fight or flight or the sympathetic nervous system mode, and you will shift, your body will shift to the parasympathetic nervous system mode, where you're able to actually move out of the hypervigilance mode before you even take that first bite. And that's going to allow your body to start accepting the foods and other things over a period of time, right? You will see the difference if you're able to do this from today itself. And you can do this for a week, and you will see that some of your symptoms related to food, some of your symptoms maybe even start to improve, right? So this is an immune training tool, it's not just a mindset hack. And this is how immune tolerance starts, because without immune tolerance, your body never gets to rest. It is in constant defense mode, it's constantly surveilling for triggers, for threat. And that's the problem, because there may be no real danger, but it's still going to react, or it's going to still keep doing that. And every meal will might feel risky, or every symptom will keep feeling random. So you can't heal from that place, you need to shift out from that place and get into and where your body actually feels safe. So restoring immune tolerance is not just optional, it's actually foundational to long term and sustainable healing. It's a healing that feels effortless, healing that is sustainable, and healing that actually comes from within. So these are the 6 ways your body maintains tolerance, and I'm going to share that right now so that you have a sense of what it looks like. This is what actually preserves immune tolerance. These are your body's built-in peacekeeping systems. So number one is oral tolerance. That means teaching the gut to discern between friend and foe. This is where the immune system first learns to understand what's safe, and your gut bacteria have a big role to play in that, right? They teach our immune system how to discern between that. But when your gut lining or your gut bacteria or microbiome is compromised, that's when you lose that trust, right? Number two, it's the immune system calm. Immune calm starts with your body's built-in brake system. So your body also has T-reg cells, which is your kind of braking system, where immune system is designed to slow things down when it starts to overreact. It's like your body's internal peacekeeper, right? But what goes wrong is that when you're under constant stress, whether it's psychological, physical, environmental, that peacekeeping system gets drained and it doesn't work as effectively. So that becomes a problem. So through nourishment, through rest, through emotional safety, and through stress management tools, you can actually change this. Number three, immune system needs to feel safe. We have been talking about it because the immune system is not just one thing. It's about, it has these little teams like where TH1, TH2, and and these teams have specific things that it needs to do. So one team can get too loud, which can lead to flare up. Another team can take over, which can lead to allergy style reactions. So you need to figure out ways to actually restore harmony by focusing on your environment, so your immune system can move out of the the hypervigilant mode. Number four, the right nutrients can help your body start to feel safe again. Certain nutrients don't just boost immunity, they help your body to calm down. Things like vitamin D or sunshine, healthy fats like omega 3, and even fiber, which helps to restore your gut health. So all of these things are actually helpful, and sometimes they are needed in supplement form. But focus on foods, because foods are going to help by focus on getting these into your daily routine, like daily foods. Number five, reducing the burden, removing the triggers gently. This is not about cutting out 50 foods just because they've shown up in your immune, IgG or intolerance. We do these food intolerance testing, and maybe 120 out of 120, 50 foods have come up high. It's not about removing everything. It's about removing immune overload, but without the fear. It's about understanding what's going on. So whether it's hidden infections, toxic load, sensitivities, it's about being it's about understanding what your body's unique requirements are. So we need to reduce the burden, but we need to do it in a very, very personalized and customized manner. And number six, your body has boundaries and you need to help it to protect it. So whether it's your all your linings, actually, your gut lining, your skin, which is an external barrier, gut lining, which is the barrier between the outside world and your immune system, your your nose, all the mucus in your nose, all of these are linings. Your liver, which actually does the major lion's share of removing toxins in your body. So if any of your these systems get overloaded, then your body loses its sense of protection. So making sure that this is when the things start slipping through the crack, literally, and immune system starts to become starts to actually panic and becomes and can become hyper vigilant over a period of time. This is actually the path to autoimmunity. In fact, I mean, one extreme, you have the overreaction, which is your first step is allergies, eczema, asthma, and then can lead to autoimmunity. And the other extreme also can be underreaction. So we don't want either. So we can do this by repairing the gut through supplements like zinc, collagen, L-glutamine, or sulfur-rich foods to support the liver. So they can be done in various ways, but these are the 6 ways, 6 systems that that your body uses to preserve immune tolerance, and you can do your bit to support it. So number one was oral tolerance, where you teach the gut how to discern between friend and foe. Number two, immune calm starts with your body's built-in brake system, where you can actually help to nourish, rest, stress management, and help your body and immune system to calm down. Number three, immune system needs to feel safe. So this is again where you focus on restoring conditions that addressing the nervous system so that your different teams like Th1, like Th2, different immune cells can actually sort of come back into harmony with each other. Number 4, the right nutrients to help you feel your body safe again, whether it's vitamin D, whether it's healthy fats, etc. Number 5, reducing the burden. That means removing the trigger gently, and it has to be personalized according to your body's requirements. And number 6, your body has boundaries. You need to help to protect it, because until your body feels safe, it will keep scanning for danger. Your immune system will keep remain hyper vigilant, even if you're eating clean, even if you're taking supplements, even if you're doing the lab tests. This missing piece can actually help your body continue to react to various triggers, or actually treat everything as a trigger or as a danger. And so you need to find a way to move out of this survival mode, this chronic survival mode, and actually move into a mode where your body feels safe again. Like, that is the crux to immune tolerance, and that's what we're talking about today. So here's a quick body wise wrap up. Here's what we covered today. Number 1, if everything feels like a trigger, you're not broken. Immune system is overwhelmed, right? You need to figure out what's going on and bring it and focus on preserving immune tolerance. Number 2, immune tolerance is the missing piece in most healing protocols. Number 3, most women try to solve this with elimination, perfection, and testing, but as you can see, that's not quite enough. Number 4, focus on restoring the 6 systems that keep your immune response calm and clear. Number 5, your body cannot heal when it's bracing for impact or when it's in chronic survival mode. Number 6, this is what effortless healing looks like, which is not another strict protocol, but a return to your body's ability to discern, adapt, and thrive. So if this is making sense for you, don't stop here. Make sure that you figure out what your next step should be. You can download the free Decode Your Symptoms guide. It will help you to understand what your triggers are. You can also book a healing roadmap session. You can understand what's really going on and which of these systems that your body needs more right now. Your body is not the enemy, it's the messenger, and it's been asking for your attention, and this is how you start taking care of it. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.